how are you?
Hey, how you doing? All right.
I'm alright, thanks.
Good. So this is your third lesson
Yeah.
with me. Yeah. So what do you remember from last week?
And the roundabouts.
Okay. So how did you think that went?
Good.
Okay. So what would you like to carry on today? I'm going to give you some choices, right? Yeah. Would you like to go and do more of those roundabouts? Right. Would you
Yeah.
like to do a combination of roundabouts and junctions, or would you like to do something else?
Can I do a roundabouts junction?
So roundabouts and junctions,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, perfect. I was going to suggest that. Okay, so MSPSL, what does it stand for?
Maneuver.
Nope.
Sorry.
Mm,
Maneuver. MS.
PSL.
I've got the M1. Is it?
Okay.
Move off.
So let me go through these junctions with you.
Okay.
So we use MSPSL on all kinds of junctions, right? So that's roundabouts, left and turn rights, emerging, and what have you, right? Yeah. But let me just go through these with you, see if we can get that straight. MSPSL on an automatic, because we've got no gears to change, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is mirrors. So if we're turning left, what mirrors should you check?
The middle on the right, left.
Okay, middle and the right, left. What did you say?
Sorry, middle on the left.
Middle and the left, yeah. So why are we checking our mirrors?
To see if anything is coming from back.
Okay, good answer, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see this one's the middle one, so you'll be checking to see who's behind you, and then this left one to see who's to the side of you, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So who could squeeze? Look here. If we're turning left, who could squeeze down that left side?
A bicycle.
Bicycle.
Pedestrian.
Okay.
Pedestrians.
So what would you do if you were about to turn?
Or parked vehicles.
Not parked vehicles, none there, yeah. But if you have a look here, you check your mirrors and you see a cyclist about to go past you. What would you do?
I'll let him go through. Like allow him on the through.
Okay, so maybe you wouldn't change your position, or would you? Would you slow down?
Yeah, I'll slow down and wait till he goes.
Okay. So what do you reckon your mirrors are doing then?
They're showing you.
So they're giving you information from a place you're not looking at.
Yeah.
Right, from behind you and to the side of you. Okay, so there's your mirrors. That's good. So we'll have a little goal today. Every single junction that we come to, that we want you to check your mirrors correctly.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, when you say, for example, I'm going on junction, so basically, is it checking mirrors then signal?
Yeah. Okay. So let's think about what you just said there, right? Yeah. Is it checking mirrors and signaling, right? If you signaled, okay, let's put you into a position of a cyclist, right? Yeah. If, for instance, you was about to overtake a car,
yeah,
maybe it's slow traffic, and you see the indicator of that vehicle come on, how would you feel?
I'll feel anxious.
Because you're next to the car, aren't you?
Yeah.
So that's why we always have to check the mirrors first to see if it's safe to signal. See if there's anyone there and it's safe to signal. Do you see?
Yeah.
So for us in the lesson today, we need to check the mirrors first, the correct mirrors, then the signal, right? Yeah. Then position. So if we're turning left, would you say your position goes out slightly, or stays the same, or gets a bit nearer the curb?
Still the same.
Stays the same. Why?
Because you can't go on if you move around then.
Okay, so think about this left turn. If we sort of signal left but we move out to the right, apart from being a little bit confusing.
The people behind you will be confused.
Yeah, well, when you're turning left, other vehicles are allowed to overtake you. Like we're allowed to overtake vehicles that are turning left.
Yeah.
As long as it's safe, right? Yeah. So that's why you want to keep your position the same. If you start getting too near the curb, then you could end up damaging the car, couldn't you? If you hit the curb at high speeds. So there's your position. Your speed. Give me a speed to get round this corner.
I said 10, 15.
10, 15, depending on the corner, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, this is where we're going to be trying to really tighten up today. If you turn late, which some people do, then you might find that you start swinging over the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Why is that dangerous?
Because The cars are coming from on the other side, aren't they?
Okay. So what body part do you think you would lose if you collided with a car?
The door or mirror.
So if the front of the car
Yeah.
slid hit the corner of his car
Yeah.
or her car, what body part do you think would go on us? Think about your
Legs.
leg, probably your right leg.
Yeah.
How are you going to do without your right leg? How's your life going to be? Not good.
Yeah.
So we need to get the point of turn safely so we keep on our side of the road.
Yeah.
Okay, and we want to try and go around the smallest part of the corner so we do the least amount of turning so we can straighten our wheel up. Yeah, and then we're looking. So there's the updated regulations in the highway code that if there's a pedestrian waiting here, then and we see them, then we could give way to them, yeah,
Yeah.
or back. But where would the danger be? If you're turning in here, you're going to turn left, and you see a pedestrian, and you just stop for them. Where potentially could the danger come from?
From the pavement.
From behind.
Behind, yeah.
The vehicles don't know what we're doing, so that's why the mirror checks again really important. See how far the guy is behind us, and then just coming in and just holding back if there's a pedestrian there, yeah. Then they can make their decision if they're going to cross.
Yeah.
Right? Don't really want to encourage them, but they will make their decision. All right, yeah. But imagine it's clear, so we follow around the corner, keeping our position just like that. When we're in a new road, we're about to go faster again. So what should we do before we go faster?
Check mirrors.
Check mirrors. What are we checking for this time?
If any cars overtaking us.
Yeah, and what are we going to do if someone is overtaking us?
We allow them.
Yeah, just ease off.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the left turn. Can you see?
Yeah.
So we'll be doing a lot of these today. Then a right turn. So MSPSL again stands for
Mirrors.
yeah,
Signal.
yeah, position,
speed.
yeah,
And
look.
look.
Okay, let's have a look here. So this time we're coming up. We've checked our mirrors, give a signal. Can you see our position now changes?
Yeah.
It changes to just left of the centre line. What's good about that? What's potentially bad?
Maybe too close.
Yeah, so if you don't, you want to be precise in what you're doing. So you want to keep next to the line. So you see that little round mirror there, that little weird shaped mirror?
Yeah.
Can you see the middle of the road in it?
Yeah.
That's really going to help with keeping your position on the line. Okay, so remember that because I might have to prompt you on that. Yeah.
Okay.
What are other vehicles behind us allowed to do once we've got into position?
Everything.
Go past your undertake.
Yeah.
Can you see? It's one of the places where you can undertake another vehicle. The other two places are when. Have you heard of it? When can you undertake another vehicle?
When it's slowing down.
On a one-way street.
Yeah.
Okay, you can undertake there. Okay, and if the traffic, say on a dual carriageway, is moving slower in one lane, the right lane sort of stops and you can sort of undertake slightly on the left lane. But this is the big one here. When we're turning right, they can undertake there. That's why we want to get our position good. You want to be next to the line. You don't want your bum hanging out. Got that?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's your position, speed. This time, what's different on this one? We can't just go. We have to wait for
The cars could go.
oncoming vehicles, yeah? And then you want to make sure that you're looking into your road, because I've seen this before. You can imagine this scenario: someone trying to get home or back to work. They think, oh, one car, then I'm going to go, but they don't look into the junction. Suddenly, there's a pedestrian crossing.
Yeah.
So always look into the junction. Make sure it's clear. That's where pedestrians are going to cross, isn't it? If they're walking to the shops or walking to school. So we've looked; it's clear. And can you notice that we go round square?
Yeah.
No cutting the corners. Why is cutting the corners bad? Why turning and going over there bad? What would not be good about that?
Because this car's going to be in the.
Could be a collision. Remember we were
Yeah.
talking about our legs. Don't want to get there. Don't want to get hit, do we?
Yeah.
Right. So we want to be square for safety's reason. All right. Yeah. So final one. Emerging. This will be the first one that we come to at the top of the road, right? Yeah. So we've done this over the last couple of weeks. Do you remember, if it's a junction that is gradual, how much turning do we give before the line?
Half.
Half a turn, perfect. And that's going to set us up lovely for coming out of the road. You probably need to give it a little bit more but not much, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what we're working on today, all right? Yeah. One more time, MSPSL stands for
Mirrors.
yeah,
Signal.
yeah,
Basic mirrors. Signal.
yeah.
Position.
Position, whether we're going left or right, yeah,
Right. Position.
yeah.
Wait. Wait. I know this one.
To do with your how fast you're going.
Speed. No, speed.
And then finally
Look.
right? Yeah. So left is in the left position, following round. Right is next to the white line, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is on these ones because we're emerging out of a junction. We need to make sure that we have effective observation, right? Yeah. What's number one foul point in the UK? Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Everyone. Every test centre has this as their number one thing. Observation junctions. All right, yeah, have a look. And observation junctions can be broken down into lots of little things. Not looking to the right on roundabouts. You see this one here going left. So if we look to the right and we think, oh, it's all right, it's clear there.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a quick look to the left, what could be happening? A car could be overtaking another car. Where are they going to be? Outside of the road, aren't they?
Yeah.
So effective observation. So that's because it's that number one thing, and because we're trying to manage our risk and be safe, that's going to be a big thing, right? We need to see good observation, yeah?
Yeah.
So our speed control of the car is getting better. So now it's all about observation control. All right? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is starting.
No, so on this one, it's already on. Can you see, yeah?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So what do we do now?
Just the sensor.
Yep. Okay, so let's move off, yeah? So here's the questions for you. See those vehicles there?
Yeah.
We're moving out, so what mirrors do we need to check?
The middle one.
Okay. And right one, yeah? But don't tell me, just do it.
Okay.
I'll ask the questions, just do it. It's fine. So we've got a lovely position here away from these vehicles. That's a good position. How far should that position be? How far should we be away from parked vehicles?
A meter?
About a metre. I think we're right in the zone there, so it's pretty good, you know. And then we're looking down this road, and what we're looking for is what? What are we looking for? What's going to affect us?
People crossing the road. Like
Yeah.
this girl here.
There you go. We're looking for other cars that are coming down the road when there's no room, like because of parked vehicles. So we're just looking ahead, aren't we?
Oh god.
You guys are just slower. Think about the speed. Less space, less speed. Just keep control. There's no need to panic. You're the boss. Okay, so now we're going to go left at the top of the road, yeah? Okay, so I'm liking that. You've checked your mirrors, that's good. So stop there, 2 seconds, straighten your wheel. Okay, so you remember we talked about gradual junctions.
Yeah.
This is not gradual. We'll be up the curb if we give the half turn now. Gradual junctions are the ones similar to that over there. Can you see?
Yeah.
This is more of a sharp one. So we need to edge forward more till we get the curb about here where my finger is. Can you see? Okay. You get better observation, don't you?
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
And then,
this is called.
okay, I think we probably could have. So we need to keep control with our foot on the brake as we go out. We don't want to fully come off. We don't want to go, fast so we've got no control.
I'm going on.
Yeah, but steer quick. Remember, steer quick on this one. And now you can begin to unwind. Can you see? What mirrors are we checking? Yeah. Are we being overtaken?
Right.
No. Okay, let's carry on. So I'm going to hand over responsibility more to you, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So on this roundabout, how much involvement would you like from me? Would you like me to guide you all the way through? Would you like to have a crack on your own?
I'll crack on.
Okay. So all I'm going to tell you is we are at the roundabout. We're going straight, which is your second exit. Okay.
Okay.
So how do you think that went on that one?
Alright.
Anything you could have done better?
I don't know. Did I take my mirrors?
Just going to move you over a bit, very close to that curve there, yeah? So we need to have a look on that in a second, yeah? Do you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you remember what we did last week, right, yeah, was we kept dealing with them roundabouts. And do you remember I was talking about the observation early?
Yeah.
Yeah, looking early. Well, that's where it fell down a little bit on that one, right? Yeah. So your observation wasn't right to the end, so you had to make a little bit of a rash decision, and we went slightly over the line before you knew. Do you see?
Yeah. So do you,
So we're doing junctions and we're doing roundabouts together, right? Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a mix of the two at the moment, if we can.
There's a bicycle lane.
Yep. So you have like a forward line and a back line. So for us, the first line that we come to is our one. Bicycles can go forward to the forward line.
Okay. And did I signal right on the roundabout?
On the roundabout,
Yeah.
no, you signal left to come off, don't you?
I mean, was that okay?
Yeah, you signalled, I think, to come off. We'll have to have a look. Do you think you signalled left to come off?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is take the next road on your right. So right your way.
Up this way.
Yeah. Here. Okay, so keep going. Keep going. Go, go, go.
I went to the wrong one.
Okay, so let's have a look here, yeah? Let's go down a little bit. And then let's pull up on the left here, yeah? Shall we pull up here? Yeah, just there, yeah? Got myself in a bit of a state. Go forward a bit more. And stop. So, once we stop, what do we need to do? So, handbrake first, turn off your signal, and then you can put it into P, yeah? So, we had 2 safety critical incidents. Okay, so what does safety critical mean to you?
Like dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah? Okay, so let's break these down. So after we did the roundabout, what did you think of the roundabout, the first roundabout we did?
It was alright.
It was alright, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, like I say to you, I think that you could have got more effective observation, just like we was doing last week, yeah? And then I think when you came off that, you was just a little bit wobbly, which was when we was driving down the road. Curbstones, you've got to be really careful of curbstones sometimes. They, like this, where is it? Just try to see this. I'll have to use something like this. like that. So the curbstone can come out a little bit slightly, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's why I had to push you slightly over to the right, because you was heading into it. That would probably blow the tyre if you just clipped it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Okay. Did you see it? Did you see it sort of coming up?
I think so.
Okay. So you don't want to end up blowing the tyre during the lesson. So we're trying to get our position correct, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's have a look here. Then, what did we do when we turned right? What happened there?
The spot here.
Yeah, the one where you just turned
I
right.
got confused which way it was.
Okay, so let's have a look. So we're turning right, and you can look back at this on the video, right?
Okay.
So, and then you were trying, because there was bollards, wasn't there? If I remember, in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And which side was you trying to turn on?
This side.
Okay, so what do you think will happen there?
Yeah, it'll crash.
Cars coming up. So what? Why? What? Why that side?
Because I was giving.
Yeah.
I thought it was giving left. I mean, I thought we were giving the next right.
Okay, but that's a normal road, isn't it? You've got one road coming up that way, and then we go down the other way.
Yeah.
So why would you want to be on that one? It's only going to be badness there, isn't it?
I know.
So, here. Do you ever see these signs? The little arrows.
Yeah.
Okay, you ever see them? Or that? So what does that mean?
That means turn the next.
Nah, it means keep left.
Okay.
Okay, so if you look back at the video, what you'll see is keep left. So that means that when you're turning, and if it's easy to get confused, then you know you've got to be left of that little arrow. Okay, so if you get that, and has that happened to you before, turning into the wrong side of the road?
No, I did it only one time, but then after I got used to it, I
Okay,
forgot.
so it's just look at the arrow. Okay, so this is what we're going to go on now. If you want, we'll agree. If you want to go over to do some right turns and making sure we're on the side, right, correct side of the road, yeah? Because that's dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got two things there. Keep the 1 metre from the curb, and when the curb juts out a little bit, let's try and make sure we're not hitting it. And also when we're turning, let's make sure we're keeping on that side of the road. So, going to pull away from here. You see that road down there called Drury Lane, that one there? Drury Lane? We're going to go right down there. There's like a loop. We're going to go all the way around and come back on ourselves. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so this road here, so okay, so like when you're turning on our side of the road, on the left side of the road, can you see?
Yeah.
On the other side of the road potentially could be very dangerous. So let's go right here at the top. This is what they call an unmarked junction. So signal right, but it's still people treat it as a junction. So we slow down because we need observation. Is it clear both ways?
Yeah.
Yep. And we're just going to follow this around. So now we're going to go right here, forgetting to check what the mirror is, yeah? So let's stop here, okay? So we're in a quiet road, so we can stop here and go over this. Do you think your position is correct?
No.
Okay, look at this van.
Yeah.
We've blocked him. Can you see?
Yeah.
So shall we go round? So look, we've made him go up the curb. So turn off your indicator. Let's go round again. So what can we do to make this better when we're turning right?
It's position.
It's position, isn't it? So what's becoming your need is an understanding and carrying out the correct position. We know why it's dangerous. That we made that van go up the curb. That poor guy. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine you go out and spend a lot of money on your car and then you got other people driving in the wrong position. So we're going to go round this van. So again, we're forgetting mirrors because we're moving out. We're going to go right here. So mirror signal right. Okay. Is this a better position?
Yeah.
Yep. Go on then, turn. Okay, so why is that a better position?
Because it is more easy.
Yeah, because there's room for people, isn't there? So let's go left at the top of the road. Okay, so that was good mirror checks, well done.
Good.
Yep. So that was good observation, both right and to the left before you went, so well done. Alright, so carry on up here. We're going to emerge from the junction up here. This was a junction that you tried to go down the wrong side, alright, yeah? Let's go right at the top of the road. Okay, so that's good. Yep. Can you see them little arrows, them little white arrows surrounded by blue?
Yeah.
So that's telling us to keep left of the bollard, right? Yeah. So don't want to go over the line.
I'm going right.
Yeah, because that's the way you indicate, and
Yeah.
that's the position we're in.
So I'm going that way then.
Yep. So let's think. When we turn out, we don't want to drive on the wrong side of the road, do we? That's going to be scary for that guy's down there. So we need to go forward a little bit and then turn. Can we go? Why are we moving?
Oh, no, yeah.
Okay. We're moving into a road where it's not really
No,
clear.
we can go. I think.
Okay. Okay. And then a little bit quicker here. What's the speed limit on this road?
30, 40,
Oh,
30.
oh. Guess, is it? Why'd you say 40?
I think it's 30.
Try and go over a little bit. It's where they've cut in whatever that big hole is there. Yeah, tell me why you said 40.
Don't know.
Was it just a guess?
Yeah.
Okay. If you get done for speeding when you've passed your test, how many points do you get for each time you speed?
1,
Nope.
6.
3 points. Okay. In your first 2 years of driving, how many points are you allowed to accumulate?
Don't know.
6. Okay. Do you know what happens if you get 6 points, which is only 2 times speeding?
Yeah, your license.
It gets revoked. Everything gone. You have to apply for your license again. You have to start again. Cost a fortune. Yeah. So it's really important to understand what the speed limit is. So we're going straight at the moment. So which lane? Have a look at the board.
Sleep.
So street lights. Okay. So can you see the street lights?
Yeah.
And no other signs means what? Speed limit is what?
30.
30 miles an hour. Right, yeah? So have a look. We've got speed light, we've got street lights, and we've got no other signs.
I can't see the speed limit on
See, here we go. You can. It's got 2 speed limits. Can you see what I'll change it so you can see digital as well?
this.
Okay, so you've got the digital, you've got the one on the other side. Can you see?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is take the next road on your left, okay? Okay, so how do you think that went for you?
Alright.
Yeah, maybe a fraction, a little bit late on the steering because you had to give more steering, but yeah, not so bad. Let's go right here. So next road on your right. So look at this big lorry coming. What can we do to make our lives easier?
Oh,
Don't park,
no.
just stop. Yeah, but he's gone. Yeah, but if he was coming, don't think about parking. Just think about holding back.
Okay.
So remember, when we're moving back into left, what mirror should we check?
Yeah.
Yeah, middle and left. Right? Yeah. When we're moving out to the right, middle and right.
Okay.
So we're going to go right at the end of the road.
This way, into.
Go on, you do what you're going to do. Okay, so let's think again.
Oh.
I'm having to bring you back in outside. Right, yeah? So let's go right here. And then we're going to go right. So there's a very small road on the right. So it is next road on your right. Can you see it's here?
Yeah. Do we stop this way?
Yeah, so signal right, yeah? And then we're going to pull up on the left here. Okay. So let's have a think about your positioning. Okay? So something's going on here that I'm not aware of. Right, yeah? So that junction, the first junction that we did, right, you know, like that off by that little sandwich place.
Yeah.
Right, yeah? That was a junction here and we were turning right, yeah? Where was your position for turning right? Where did you go? Come on.
On the right.
Here. Okay, why? Why does that keep happening?
I get confused sometimes.
Okay, so get confused with what? Just explain, because I should be able to help you here.
Also, when we turn right, I thought you need to turn right this way.
Okay, so do you think that when you turn right, you should be on that side of the road?
No.
But you do. That's where you go. You do. Right? Yeah. You know, there when I got you to turn right into this road here, you just was pretty much on the other side of the road. Okay. So is it something that you are just forgetting, or you don't think really matters that much?
I just forget.
Okay, right? How serious do you think it is? Imagine, right? Yeah, you go out and you buy your lovely new car, you pass your test, and it's all good, and then you're driving down the road and someone starts coming towards you. How are you going to feel?
Upset.
Upset? Scared?
Yeah.
Maybe a bit terrified? What the hell? Okay, so let's try it and do these junctions again, but I'll come in and say, is your position right? Okay, or I should say, is your position correct? All right, yeah? Shall we try this?
Yeah.
All right, yeah? Because this is quite a big thing, isn't it? Right, yeah? Okay, has this happened all through your driving lessons? That sometimes it all goes well and then you end up on the wrong side of the road?
Yeah, once or twice.
Okay then, yeah, so this is something that needs to be addressed, isn't it? Right, yeah? Because if you're going to be driving out there with everybody, right, yeah, we definitely need to be on the correct side of the road, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. If the car makes a beeping noise, what does it mean? Does it mean it's not in gear? There you go. So, shall we move off?
Yeah.
Okay, all good.
And those cars are doing.
So we stop here a second. Stop. Don't go in, just stop. Okay. There we go, we can carry on now. Nice little road.
Is that hailing?
Yeah. Okay, so when we come to the end of the road here, yeah, we're going to go right.
Okay.
So carry out your procedure. Yeah, top of the road, right, come on. Can you see it?
Yeah, that's I don't know.
Go on then. Carry out your procedure. Okay, so you're positioning a bit better, but you wasn't signalling on the approach, you see. That's why I said carry out your procedure. So it's mirror, signal, position, speed, look. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to take the next road on your right. Good. Big lorry, what can we do?
These are.
Just stop, mate, just stop. Okay, let him do the work, because he's going to be well happy. Do you see?
Yeah.
Any nearer, how awkward would that be?
Very dangerous.
So, top of the road, or end of the road, we're going to go right.
This is cars, what do you want to say?
Okay, so that's the position. That's better, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Then we're going to go right here. So next road on your right. Again, here you're going on the wrong side of the road. See the lorry coming towards us.
Yeah.
Here we need to be. What do you think would have happened there? Go forward a bit more. There you go. Okay, and then square. I don't know if you would have crashed, but I think it would have been So really awkward. So do you understand that you're on the wrong side of the road there or not?
Yeah.
Are you sure? So if we go round again, do you want me to help you, or do you know where you should be?
I know I should be.
Okay, so you got to show me next time. Okay, right? Yeah. The other ones were much better, so that's why it confuses me. Why suddenly, after a good few positions on your turning, you go the wrong way? Where is that? Are you just forgetting, or?
It just started with that sorry part I was confused.
Let's go right at the top of the road here. There. Observation junctions. You're not looking. Yeah? Can we go now?
Yeah.
Okay, really move your head. You'll see much more if you move your head. If you just move your eyes, you won't see as much. It's a bend. You can see through the bend. You can see with the fence, but you gotta look. Don't make me come in and do stuff. Next road on your right. Then you want to go right at the top of the road here. Can we go? Remember I said when they're turning, look out for the vehicles, potentially will overtake them. So that's good observation. Okay, so now you promised me you'd keep the right position, okay, the correct position. So let's take the next road on your right. You know you've been around here a couple of times, the next road on your right. So how much better was that? That was 100% better. Right, yeah? So now you've got them all correct. So keep going. Right? We're going to go round one more time and then we're going to shoot off the other way. Right? So what I'm confused on is why all of a sudden can you go the wrong side of the road? Because you've shown me you can do it. Okay? When you think about it, and see the points, you get it right every time. So top of the road here, you're going to go right.
Horrible this is.
Alright.
Right, you say?
Yeah, we're going right at the top of the road, yeah? And now we're going to go right. Next road on the right. final time we're going to go right that road again, yeah? Remember, what's the distance away from vehicles? There you go. So your positioning on junctions is much better. So now you want to use that skill of being more thoughtful when you're doing things on positions on vehicles. Then you want to go left at the top of the road here. So this is more of a gradual one. So if you go slower, then you can follow it round. Where should you be looking? Yeah. And then you want to go right here. Right.
Could have gone there.
Could have gone, couldn't ya?
Is it can't see probably this hail. I think after this part. I think I can go now, can't I?
It's a bit tight, isn't it? What do you reckon? Would you walk across that?
No.
Probably not. So if you wouldn't walk across it, don't drive across it, yeah? Just be patient. I think probably you were right. When you first pulled up, there was definitely a gap to go, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
But once you get to this kind of point, it's not there, is it?
No.
Honestly, just take time. You can't fail for not going if there's not a gap.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the test, just missing the gaps. That's what doesn't go down so well. There we go. It's flashing. So we go.
Yeah.
So when someone flashes you, what does it mean?
They're not giving you a...
No. It means I'm here. I exist. Yeah, okay, is what they do behind that. And with her, you can tell she slowed down. She had a very friendly face, waiting for us. You see?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you a story that happened to me when I was 17 years old. Well done. I was driving with my dad, and what happened was I saw a girl that I liked the other side of the road. Yeah. And I ended up flashing her, but the guy waiting to pull out the junction thought I was flashing him, and he said pull out in front of me. So make sure that you know what the person who is flashing, what they really need. So we've got this hail now, this weather, turning everything white really quick. Quite big hailstones actually.
Oh, no, okay.
So we've got our lights on, so we can be seen. We've got our windscreen wipers on. Anything else we can do?
Slow down.
Depends how long the hail is around for. You can cover your number plate up on your light. So sometimes it's really worth clearing the car. So we're going straight. What lane do we need to be in? So we're going to go right at these lights. Okay, so here's the roundabout again. So
Yeah.
again, do you want to have a go on your own? We're going straight ahead, second exit.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about what we talked about last time.
Should have gone there. Can I go?
Okay. So, better, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I probably agree with you that you probably could have gone, right? Yeah. So I'll give you a little tip, right? Yeah. If you've got time in your head to think, oh, I should have gone, and then you've got time to verbalise it to me, then use that time to go rather than give me a commentary of what's happening.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? And then you want to take your next road on the right.
It's fucking fun. Hard to come.
Sorry, I always forget. So what can we do? If you know you're going to pull up, give a signal. Can you see? Yeah. I always think it's a little bit further down than you live, but there you go. Okay. Okay. So number 3. How did you think that went? What was your best bits? What was your worst bits?
Best was like driving the
Okay.
like the junctions were a bit thingy,
Okay. So let's.
that a bit that we need working on. But I think like the steering and everything and the roundabouts again, but
Okay. So I'd agree with you, right? Yeah. That I think actually you're a bit more smooth, a bit more control. I have to point out the safety critical incidents. Remember the curve coming out that I had to slightly take the wheel.
yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to have a look now on the video of the turning right on the wrong side of the road. But once I took us around that industrial estate and kept going round there, give you the responsibility to say, look, mate, you're going to be driving. You're telling me that you can do these junctions, and then you're trying to turn on the wrong side, or you're trying to be on the wrong side of the road when you're turning. Suddenly you clicked in, and the last 2 you done were great.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we had that one where, remember I said number 1 foul point in the UK is observation junctions. So what we're going to do now is just have a look at the situation that happened with the turning right, and see if there's anything that I could do or you could do in future to make you sort of know that it's the wrong side of the road. All right, yeah. So we're just gonna have a look at that one, because that was probably a bit rubbish, wasn't it? We needed to get that straight. Okay, so again.
Okay, turn the volume down. I don't want to hear my voice.
What's that?
I don't want to hear my voice.
Don't hear your voice. I got you to turn right. What we're going to do now
Down
is
here.
take
Yep.
the next road
Okay.
on your
And I went
right.
turn.
Yeah, so what
Right,
happened
your way.
was,
Up this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
good, you waited not go in that box, so you went there, which is great. But here,
So
this was the bit where I'm having
Go.
to stop you. But let me take you back here.
It's just these arrows confuse me. Doing these ones here.
Which arrows?
This.
Those, the
Yeah.
triangle,
Yeah.
and that arrow.
No, this one. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
That's okay, fair enough. Do you know what that means?
What does it mean?
Give way.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just like the upside down triangle. It's the only one that's upside down. So, did you think that was pointing to go down that way?
Yeah.
Okay, but if you look beyond it, can you see the other one, the arrow telling you the forward one,
Yeah.
right? But here's a little tip, right? Yeah, when I was younger, I did a lot of driving abroad in France and Poland and stuff like that, right? Yeah, and it's very easy to fall into a situation where you turn on the wrong side of the road, especially if you're a bit tired, right? Yeah. So the key is, can you see here? Can you see that arrow, the blue arrow, or the blue background with the white arrow? Right. That's telling you to keep left of it. So if you look into your junction and you see the arrow, which will always be there on the bollards, go squarer. Right. The other way to do it is think that you need to be next to the. I need to be next to the curb.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's you next to the curb, you're on the wrong side of the road unless you're in a one-way street. Do you see?
Yeah.
So this was your biggest fault, but by the end of it, it got better. Right? So I need you to really understand that is a big risk. Can't be having that. But as long as you understand it, nothing happened, I think we're all right.
Yeah, that's fine.